Maverick 100.9, Aggie Lands Country Alternative. It's Cordless, joined by April N Smith. You got to get it right, right?
Absolutely. You got to put that in there.
How you been?
I've been doing great. How are you?
Doing pretty well. It's been a little bit since I've got to at least interview you. I did get to get a big old hug from you back in November, which was so nice. What a nice surprise. But we haven't got to talk music here lately, you know?
I know. It's been a little bit. I feel like I've been in hibernation.
Well, we'll definitely have to catch up on what you've been up to. But the first thing on the docket today is a brand new single called 1-2 Step Away, which I already love the beat of just saying it. So
right.
Tell me a little bit about this single.
Well, my producer, JB Patterson, we were talking back and forth one day about the songs that I've written. And he said, hey, I've got this song and I wrote it for myself, but I'm kind of thinking that you might be able to pull it off. And I said, all right, let's hear it. And I immediately fell in love with it because I think that the lyrics are so clever. First of all, it's so danceable. But it basically tells a story of somebody who's lost love and thinks that they're ready to get back out on the dance floor and find somebody new, only to figure out that maybe they're not quite as ready as they thought. But it gives kind of a positive, upbeat spin on heartbreak, basically. So,
right.
Yeah, I think it's really clever. He did a really good job with the lyrics.
Well, that's totally relatable too. Like we've all been there.
Yeah, we're like, oh yeah, well, we're ready to move on. We're ready to find somebody, and then you're like, maybe not. So,
no.
Yeah, I think we've all been there.
Absolutely. Well, we want to debut it to everybody for the first time on Maverick 100.9. This is April N Smith and 1-2 Step Away.
Night we met, you taught me how to two-step, and right then I knew that we were meant to be. We were only 1 or 2 steps from forever when I found out you'd been stepping out on me. So now I'm one slow dance from putting you behind me, or just stay one stay away from finding someone new. Oh, it only takes 1-2 steps to remind me that I'm still 1-2 step away from over you. Like every day, oh, I'll recall it all tomorrow. How it all fell apart when I let her cut in. But somewhere between the sawdust and sorrow, I wound up two-stepping by myself at 2 a.m. So now I'm one slow dance from putting you behind me, or just stay one stay away from finding someone new. Oh, it only takes 1-2 steps to remind me that I'm still 1-2 step away from over you. They say that life's a dance, but ever since you left me, all I'm left with is these 2 left feet of mine. And I can't spin and twirl with another guy against me, and still feel lower than a slow 3/4 time. So now I'm one slow dance from putting you behind me, or just stay one stay away from
Maverick 100.9. You just heard it here first. That was April N Smith, 1 2 Step Away. I got April on with me now, which you're currently in a classroom. If anybody has forgotten from the last time we spoke to you, you are still a full-time teacher, huh?
Yep. Full-time school teacher, full-time mom, and full-time country music artist. So I'm a very tired woman. I'm a full-time tired person. That's what I am. So
isn't that what we all strive to be when we grow up?
Exactly.
Oh,
Glutton for
man.
punishment.
Are you still having to do a lot of stuff online, or are you fully back in the classroom?
We're fully back in the classroom. We ended virtual learning unless there was a medical excuse. But yeah, all of my students came back, and so I have all 14 in my room. So I'm glad to have their faces back in my room. It's just, I didn't mind virtual, but after a while, it was like, okay, I need kids in front of me doing something. So I was glad to have them back.
Oh, I'm sure they were more than glad to have you back as well. And of course, you've got a daughter that's an Aggie, don't you?
I do. I have a daughter that went to Aggieland, and then I have one that she goes to UT. But yeah, I've got one at UT, and then I have a 16-year-old at home.
My goodness. So everybody is keeping you busy, but I'm glad to hear it. So teacher, mother, and music, which we all know 2020 was a tough year for music. But this new single came out of it. And anything else that you have headed on the way?
I do, actually. The new album, the complete album, is coming out February 19th, debuting. Title track was Enough. I think maybe I shared that song with you. That was the first song I ever wrote. And then we had 4 Shots that came out. That was the first song that we talked about. And then in July, I told him, I said, I think we need to go back to the studio and try to cut one more song. And so I drove down to Dripping Springs to the studio, and JB came down there with us. And we walked away having written 5 more songs and completed the album. And so we spent, I think we were down there for 3 days, and it was pretty magical what I think that we were able to accomplish in that room. There was 4 of us, and we were pretty excited about what we came out with. And we've kind of had to bide our time and wait because of COVID. We wanted to make sure that we were not necessarily on the other side of it, but in a better position to put things out. So we held off in the fall and didn't release anything. But now we're coming out of the gate strong for 2021. And so, yeah, the album releases February 19th on all digital streaming. You can buy it on Amazon. You can purchase it on my website or at a show. So we're excited.
Beyond exciting. The joy that brings, and having a completed project like that after so much hardship is just extraordinary, and you don't get to see everybody bounce back like that. So I'm so excited for you, and I want to urge everybody again, go follow April N Smith. You can't find her without the N. And
well, you'll find somebody, but it's some girl from Brooklyn that is
right.
She's not a country music singer. So you want to be sure you get the right one.
Absolutely. And more than anything, go check out that new single, because 1 2 Step Away is awesome. And, April has spent her time and money as a mother sending her kids to Aggieland. So we got to.
Gotta support.
Gotta do that, because support comes from all different directions. Oh,
that's right.
Man. April, it was so good to catch up with you. And thank you for debuting the new single here on Maverick.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me.